Take a picture in front of the SEMA sign.
He said, I said, man, I go, how far was that one? I wouldn't make it on there, but that's too high.
So we were talking about the JL clutch kits. The JL, unfortunately, it was such a terrible design from the factory. We basically had to completely start from scratch. That includes the flywheel itself. So we went to a inertial flywheel. This actually has about an extra 20 pounds on it, more than the factory wheel. And what that does is that just increases inertia, helps prevent stalling, especially in off-road type situations. We've had a Centerforce 2 or dual friction option for quite some time. This is Centerforce 2. The dual friction is just ever so slightly more aggressive. You get this segmented material here. Good choice is if you've got maybe forced induction or some power outers and stuff. If it's just a stock JK, I'd probably go with the Centerforce JK or JL or any Jeep. I'd probably go with the Centerforce 2. I personally have been running them for 20 something years now. We also have a complete hydraulics package for them. So, and this is the newest thing, we've gone to an internal hydraulic bearing. Basically, this vastly improves pedal feel, and it's proven to be a lot more reliable than the throwout bearing and the clutch fork and the pivot ball that the factory JLs have. Once again, they're problematic. They make noise, things like that. So this solves that problem. So we have this total package that will fix the JLs once and for all. So we were talking about, organic versus cerametallic or metallic friction material. Generally speaking, organic friction material is going to be much more forgiving. So if it's a daily driver or, a weekend wheeler type thing, organic is really the way to go. Cerametallic is very aggressive. And so it's very on-off switchy. And it also is a bit more of a wear out, but just by its sheer nature, it's metallic. So it's going to bed into flywheels and stuff like that quite a bit harder than an organic material will. So generally speaking, cerametallic is really the most appropriate for racing or dedicated track car. Anything else, street strip, daily driver, that kind of thing, organic is the way to go. And this is an organic clutch disc. Actually, both of these are. The only difference being is this is segmented material. This is a full face disc. So on this front, it has always been kind of interesting to me. I never understood why we're segmenting this. And the reason is that one of our engineers explained it to me. Imagine somebody standing on your chest in sneakers versus with high heels. Well, with the high heels, that concentration point is much, much higher. And so, you can, a lot of weight is being concentrated in a very, very small area. Well, that's all about holding capacity. So that's why we segment these discs, so where we concentrate the pressure in a greater area in order to increase the total hold capacity. So Centerforce has been around for about 40 years, and the whole principle behind it was a couple of different patented technologies, one of which is really distinctive and what gives Centerforce a look that is unlike any other clutch out there. These are centrifugal weights. So basically these weights act as a function of RPM. So as RPM increases, and this is all spinning of course, these weights will actually pull out and up on the clutch fingers, and that increases holding capacity. It basically increases the amount of pressure that's done. The other thing we do that's harder to see is our ball bearing technology. It's another patented material, but inside here you've got your pressure ring, and in a factory form, it's just like on a ridge, and this diaphragm rides on that. So what we do is we go in and we replace those ridges with ball bearings so that it's a much smoother engagement. We can get a little bit more holding capacity out of it, but mostly it's just about the smoothness of engagement. And so that's what makes Centerforce. So we have one product line that's really, really been successful in the diesel world, and that is the Cummins Twin. A diesel twin is what we call it, but it's a twin disc clutch. I do not recall offhand what the holding capacity is, but I believe it's around 1,600 foot-pounds. Lots and lots and lots of torque holding capacity. So basically, that's a twin disc clutch, which is essential for that kind of holding capacity because basically doubling the amount of friction material that's available. So in a single disc application, obviously, you've got a set amount of friction material, and you're kind of you're limited by the size of the bell housing. Of course, you could have a 10-foot diameter clutch disc in theory and would have all the holding capacity in the world, but in reality, of course, there's size limitations. So with the twin disc clutch, we're actually able to double the amount of friction material, double the amount of holding capacity, and do so in a much smaller package, still within the original package. So the other nice thing with the diesel twin is that it includes a flywheel. From the factory, it's a dual mass flywheel, which has its advantages in terms of deadening or vibration reduction and things like that. The problem is it's a wear item, and they can actually come apart. So we go to a one-piece flywheel, and we're able to minimize some of the vibration dampening characteristics with just other technologies that we build into the clutch itself. And it's sold as a complete package. So it's the flywheel, the twin disc clutch system pressure plate, and the relief wheels. So in terms of applications for our diesel twin, right now we just covered the G56 transmission, which I believe is goes back to about 2005. All G56 applications.
of, lumens. That 20-inch combo is, 9,100 lumens. And so the slim, like I said, more for that compact user. And then the rugged, I mean, this is fully water submersible. These are water resistant. This is fully water submersed. This is for that off-roader that's going out and really going in the mud, the water. You can put these on a boat, pretty much anything in.
Are you going to provide wiring harnesses, or are they on their own for that?
So the wire harness is sold separately, in which we do have these harnesses. Remote control seems to be the most popular people are looking for, and then your standard wiring harness for output.
We have HOA. That's all.